Almost there. Oops, I keep going past it.
Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again. Yes, you do. One more time.
Boozing with gays.
You know you have to play it again.
Hey, everybody. I'm going to do this.
Oh, that's better.
Oh, move your phone.
Moving my phone.
We literally ran into the kitchen.
Because we just had to do that.
We're late. We're late. We got to do this. Hello, everyone.
Hey,
happy Friday.
Happy
Friday.
That's
Friday.
not how that song goes.
I'm making up my version of the Happy Friday song. He's being mean.
Why has he got his Tarzan hair on tonight? What's up with you?
You don't like it? My Ron Ely hair? Ron Ely had short hair.
Ronnie Lee. Here. Hey, cheers, baby.
Cheers.
Oh, yes. What do we think? It's light. This is the roses and blood.
I think I want less lemon.
Well, I follow the recipe completely. This is the roses and blood. It is vodka, lemon juice, simple syrup, Germain, and Campari with a raspberry. Raspberries for garnish.
So, do you mind if I talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, talk about it.
So, the Met Gala happened. We're going to talk about that a bit later on.
And we're gay.
Well, you know what's weird? I don't know that I care that much about the Met Gala. I think it's fun to look at the outfits, but I don't know outside of that.
Sir, we're going to need your gay card back.
Outside of that, well, what do you? Well, no, we'll get to this later. But I'm going to ask that question.
I never know it's the Met Gala until they say, "Oh, it's the Met Gala."
Well, also because they did it late last year. They did it in September last year because of COVID.
Yes.
So we just talked about it not 6 months ago, or maybe just 6
not
maybe
6 months
maybe
ago.
6+ months ago. Let me do some math. But I wanted to talk about.
What did you make?
Simple syrup.
But you made a special simple syrup.
Well, I'm going to just talk about simple syrup for a second. You know, when we started doing cocktails many years ago, we would buy a little jar that said simple syrup
1974.
on it. And it was our friend, I believe it was Armando, interestingly. It was our friend Armando who said, you know, you can make your own. And I said, no, you can't. And he said, yes, you do. It's 1 part sugar to 1 part water. And so I go online, and of course, so simple syrup, if you're doing an old fashioned, if you're doing, you know, a lot of tequila drinks of simple syrup, like margaritas, you can add some. There's just doesn't matter.
Away
you literally, and so you can do this at home. I'm telling you, cocktail fans, take a cup of sugar, take a cup of water. You can't
tail sugar at home.
No, you interrupted me. Not to say the whole thing all over
again. Say it again.
You take a cup of water, you take a cup of sugar, you melt it in the pan, you turn the flame off, cool it. Put it in the refrigerator. Simple syrup. It's that
keep it cool,
easy.
Boy. And I'm in a very musical theater mood.
I know, but I have to finish my sentence.
Go ahead.
That's all. As long as you realize there's a give to the take.
So I have to say this.
He's just going to take.
I have to say this. I'm going to take this. So we just celebrated our 21.
Well, no, but I'm not done. I'm truly not done with what I'm doing.
Sorry. Keep going.
You're not at all picking up on my cues. It's like I'm in my own world.
I am not picking up on what you're putting down.
So with the raspberry simple syrup, easy peasy, I threw a bunch of raspberries in while it was boiling and then sieved it. So you can we did like jasmine simple syrup last week, which was jasmine tea. It was nothing crazy. So I'm just letting you know when we put these things down, we are putting them down thinking you actually can do this at home.
You can do it at home.
Maybe we should
do it. What you can't do at home.
Now you can go.
Is Botox. Again.
Yes, you can. You could do a party. You could do a Botox party. Have someone come over and do the whole thing.
Sebastian's older brother, his bio brother, actually does Botox now. I
thought you were going to say, you keep talking about it, but I think it's highly. Don't talk about your shortcomings, honey.
It's not shortcomings. It's trying to illuminate the positive.
Okay, now you can talk about what you were talking about.
What was I talking about?
Our anniversary.
So we just had our anniversary, 21 years yesterday, Cinco de Mayo, 21 years married.
I have to say, being married on Cinco de Mayo, it is fun. You feel like it's your day.
Yeah. So we got married 21 years ago.
But we didn't have any.
We in October we'll be together 25 years. But we got married 21 years ago.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
And that wasn't even we couldn't really, according to many people in this country, call it a wedding.
It was crazy.
Call it a marriage because it wasn't yet legal.
Oh wait, hold on, I gotta get something. Hold on.
And Michael
I'm
has.
gonna walk in and get something.
Oh, I know what he's going to get. He's going to get the wedding album.
So, this is so funny. I hadn't planned on doing this, but this is our wedding album. This is our wedding album. See at the bottom it says, Hutch and Michael, what a difference a day makes. Because that was our song.
That was our song. Dinah Washington.
So,
what a difference.
I just want to go through a couple pictures because it was 21 years ago. Look at that. We were so freaking young. How crazy is that? How big is my fucking hand? Look at the size of that hand. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to open a page randomly. Look at this. There we are.
That's our first dance.
Our first dance. Too oddly enough, what a difference. Oh, wait,
you keep moving.
Right here.
You're moving it so
what a
fast,
difference a
so
day makes. There it is.
easier.
We got married at the Gold. We got married at Mount Hollywood Congregational Church, but then we had our reception at the Gold Room at the Biltmore.
At the Biltmore Hotel.
At the Biltmore.
Where they had the very first Academy Awards.
Where I am Biltmore.
They have all those great pictures of the first Academy Awards. Those great black and white photographs.
It was a hoot. Who knows? So, hey, happy anniversary.
It was a hoot and a holler.
It was a hoot.
Who is he? That isn't a Michael Shepard colloquialism. A hoot and a holler.
It was a hoot and a holler. Holler. All right. So
fair use.
Fair use. Go ahead and put
we keep going. We don't have to do this, but we're doing it.
We do it because Dion hates it. Fair use statement. Excerpts of copyrighted material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching, and research without the need for permission from or payment to the copyright holder.
There.
Boom. Done, and done.
First image of the week. I thought this was a pretty picture.
Oh,
pretty picture. Pretty picture.
So this week we lost the amazing Naomi Judd.
Now, were you a fan of the Judds?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, I okay, this is going to come as a surprise to some of y'all, but I do love me some country music. I do. Now, I didn't grow up on country music. Did you grow up on country music?
No. Well,
I didn't grow up with it.
However, one of the first albums my mother gave me, albums. Remember, like there was this is for 60s people, maybe 70s, but there was something. It wasn't 8-track. It was a little bit like an 8-track, but it wasn't a cassette either. And it was this weird little stand-up machine, and you plug it in. And for some reason, my mother got me Lynn Anderson. I beg your pardon. I never promised you a rose garden.
So, So
that's
oh
like
God.
the
You know what
country.
you just reminded me of?
What?
Who remembers those on the back of like Quisp cereal?
Oh, Quisp.
Quisp
and Quake.
Quisp and Quake cereal. Oh my God.
That's our
crazy.
childhood.
This is I can remember. And they would have the albums on back. And you can get like a 45 of like the Jackson 5.
Can I tell you what I got? Can I tell you what I got on one of the back of those things?
What?
Sugar do. Oh, honey. Absolutely. The Archies on the back of the
You are my candy girl. And you got me wanting you. The things that you remember from your childhood. It is so crazy and so absolutely messed up. But anyway, I just want to say this.
So Naomi Judd, she passed away. She was
passed away.
She got the Judds were entered into the Country
Music Hall of Fame.
And unfortunately, Naomi, she took her own life. She committed suicide.
So,
but just real quickly, the day before the award ceremony, so she was about to receive her award. I find
it was
that
2 days before, I think.
Okay, well, very possible. But I wonder if the pressure of going. I don't know. I wonder if that was one of the reasons.
I'm going to be totally honest and transparent, as they all know. So I suffer from mental illness. I know some of y'all like shocking, but yes, I am diagnosed bipolar and manic depressive. I know you can't tell by looking at me, but yes. So I say to all of you, talk to your friends, let them know, speak on it honestly, talk about it, because I think there's so much fear in being judged for having a condition that usually is it's a condition much like diabetes. You take medication.
Yes, treatable.
You take medication. Depression can be treatable in most cases.
I will say this about Naomi Judd, which is interesting in doing the little research I've done, but she wrote books on this subject. She's written papers, articles. So this is something she's lived with for quite some time and she's articulated. So my guess is if she took her own life, a lot of thought went into the process.
Well, they were with her until the very end.
So
But well, Jan Reese. Hey, Jan Reese. Jan Reese was at our wedding. Hey, Jan Reese said it was the day before, so we have that. But we want to send our
Kathy Walker also says May is Mental Health Awareness
Month. And this is Mental Health Awareness Month. Please talk to people. Talk to people. Talk to people. You know, it's really simple. I had a friend I talked to this morning who was going through it, and in talking to them, it helped me realize that I needed to sit down and just take a breath, because sometimes the stuff comes at you so quickly that you don't take that breath. And then all of a sudden it's so overwhelming that honestly, you just go, I can't do that. I can't even just pick up this pen and paper to write down the grocery list. And sometimes you have to take that breath. You've had some
things this last.
I've had some stuff happen this last.
I mean, you're still processing your mother's death, too, I would say.
This is my first Mother's Day without my mommy.
It is.
I miss her and I love her. I'm not going to talk about that though. I'm not going to talk about that. But it is Mother's Day on Sunday, so if you have a mother or are a mother,
I'm putting that up. Bethany put that up there.
Mommies. We love our mommies here. We do love our mommies.
I have a mommy I want to talk about.
Can I? Before you talk about your mommy, can I say hi to some people?
I'm not talking about my mommy.
Oh my gosh. Can I say hi to some people?
After I talk about this mommy.
All right.
Wait a second.
Who's the mommy? What mommy are you talking about?
Are you ready?
I am ready.
I am talking about our brand new press secretary, who is actually a mommy. So here we go. Jen Psaki introducing the news press secretary, Corinne Jean-Pierre.
I'm so excited.
I love her name.
She will be the first Black woman, the first out LGBTQ plus person to serve in this role, which is amazing because representation matters.
This is a historic moment and it's not lost on me. I understand how important it is for so many people out there, so many different communities that I stand on their shoulders, and I have been throughout my career. And so it is an honor and a privilege to be behind this podium in about a week or so when Jen is ready.
I promise not to cry again, so that's it.
They were like up on the podium. I don't know if any of you got to see this. They were like sisters. They were just holding each other's hands and cuddling and so friendly with each other. And I thought, when have you ever seen that? I have to finish the sentence at the press corps podium with like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. I love this person so much, which I actually love you so much, which is nice to be able to hang on to you as my prop. My 21-year-old prop.
He's my emotional support human. This is why this is so historic, y'all. Okay, first of all, as I said, first Black woman, first LGBTQ person.
There was, just to clarify, there was a Black person who, I think it was George Bush the first, who like did a temporary stint, but not in a permanent position.
Yeah. So, and I want to talk about this, and we don't talk about this enough, is that sister went up there in her natural hair, the hair that grows out of her head,
looked awesome.
And can't nobody say shit about it.
No,
can't nobody say shit about it, because that is her natural hair growing out of her head. And I am just like,
I hope she kicks ass. I hope she does.
As long as she like gets Peter Ducey every other day, I'm happy. That'll be make it. So can I say hi to some people?
Let me say hello.
Click on.
One thing I wonder there real quickly is if there won't be sake bombs anymore. What is the Jean-Pierre colloquial?
Was it KJ?
KJP. I don't know. We think of what it's going to be. If it's not going to be sake bomb, what's it going to be when she does the kapow?
The Pierre press on. I don't know what it's going to
be.
Say
hello to people.
Hi, people. I'm here. Hey, Glory. What's up, Glory Adams? Glory Adams here. Cindy Rogers here. Bill Pizzonka. Are you dressed?
Are you dressed?
you dressed?
We know.
We're on the air.
We know.
Our Bay is here. Our line producer, Bethany Harrington. We love you, Bay. We miss you. We thought you were going to be here tonight. Dia Labriola was boo-boo. And Elisa Erickson. I just like saying that name.
Her hair is longer than mine.
Jason Kennedy. Shouldn't you be casting something? Or me?
Or him? Or me. You can cast me too.
Karen Merriweather. Karen, what's up, girl? Greg, I love when you come here. Sean Taylor, Sean T. We still need to have you on to talk about your book. Come on now. We got to talk about your book. I love the queen of us all, Miss Benet Alicia Boyd.
Oh.
That is our queen. We bow down to her. Jan Reese.
That picture.
Like I said, Jan Reese is
the picture Benet put up.
Jan Reese was at our first wedding.
At our second wedding.
Alice, Catherine, Heidi. Heidi's here. Irene. Hi, Irene. Come on home, girl, and see us. Be here with us. All right. So it's been a lot, y'all. But we're gonna start off with some fun shit because this week has been a lot.
Well, I don't know. Well, yes, we are actually. We're gonna start with. We're just starting with images.
I need some corn flour to take this.
Images. We're starting with Met Gala. I'm throwing an image up. We talk.
All right.
So we have Gwen Stefani, Tessa Thompson, and Cynthia Erivo. I blanked for a second. These are random shots of people. I'd love for people in the comments to say what you like or don't like. I mean, a lot of trains, a lot of bright color, a lot of tulle, a lot of, Cynthia Erivo has the Erykah Badu headdress. What are your thoughts of what you're looking at, Michael?
Okay, so let's talk about the colors. The colors are perfect for each of them. They're just perfect. And, our friend, because we've known Tessa for many, many years.
She got center stage in this.
Yeah, exactly, because we know her.
Yeah.
But Tessa is just serving with the hair, the makeup.
And her career just gets hotter as the time goes on.
As well as should, because she's one of the most loveliest persons in the world. Cynthia Erivo is just giving stunningness and letting us have it. And
Gwen Stefani.
Funny story. I was Kingston's soccer coach for 2 years. I did not know that until Gwen Stefani showed up one day at a soccer match, and I was like, who was her husband? Who was Gwen Stefani married to? Oh my God.
The country western guy, right?
No.
Not the country western guy.
Who was Gwen Stefani? Who was Gwen Stefani? Anyway, they showed up, and I was like, God, that woman looks familiar.
Because Gwen Stefani
bringing the orange slices. Bringing orange slices for the team. And I was like, and also I looked at
Blake, what's his name?
Gavin.
No, Blake, what's his name? Blake's the new husband. I'm so confused. I don't know.
Blake is the new husband.
Blake Shelton.
It's the one that.
But Blake Shelton is a
Gavin.
Isn't Blake Shelton country western?
Blake Shelton is country.
That's what I was thinking. Okay,
Gavin Rossdale. Thank you. So they would show up, and it would be the craziest thing. It's like, I'm his soccer coach, y'all. I know it's shocking. I was a soccer dad.
Throwing up the next slide.
Well, hey, Max.
Come on, say it loud. Well, say it louder so people can hear you.
You don't even know where I'm going.
Just say hello.
Hi.
Max, our second child. What an annoyance. Our second Met Gala slide. Well, we have Janelle Monáe. We have Gigi Hadid. I don't know why I'm and Michelle Yeoh. Of course, I chose Michelle Yeoh mostly because Everything Everywhere all at once. Everything Everywhere all at once. But anyway, the movie that everyone needs to see, I put her up there because I thought she's awesome in general.
Okay, so let's look at this, y'all. Look at this. Okay, first of all, Janelle Monáe, who is non-binary, so they are serving us with realness, baby. That is realness. Now, Gigi Hadid, who is actually one of the voiceovers for one of my favorite shows on HBO, which the name just popped out of my head. It'll come back to me. And so I actually like Gigi Hadid. I think
the puffer. I gotta say, the puffer coat that she's wearing got a lot of play in the news. People liked it. They really liked it a lot.
It's serving puffer fish, and I really enjoy it.
Yeah.
And y'all, anybody who says anything bad about Michelle Yeoh in front of me at any time will get popped in the head.
Come on, it has to be Everything Everywhere all at once. Yes?
Everything Everywhere. I don't know what it's. I can't remember.
Who remembers the title of that movie? It's awesome. Anyway, go see the movie. I got another.
Hey, Darren.
I'm going to go to the next image. These are the people in the darker, more smoky clothes.
Okay. Come on now. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
So, of course, Alicia Keys, Vanessa Hudgens, and Lizzo with a gold flute.
Can we talk about Lizzo's new song? If y'all have not listened to Lizzo's new song yet, it is everything. It is the summer bop. Go and download Lizzo's new song right now. It is the summer bop. And the fact that she brought her gold flute to let everyone know I was a band nerd and now I'm the baddest bitch who was a band nerd.
And it's gold.
Come
It's
on
got a
now.
gold. And I chose Alicia Keys because the theme for the whole thing was in American Anthology of Fashion, and they were talking about the Gilded Age. And here she is on her train, the New York City skyline, which I thought was crazy cool. And Vanessa Hudgens kind of just looks awesome. Just owning
Hey, Andrea.
every aspect of that. So,
But baby, they were serving this. But here's the thing about the Met Gala. We looked through all these pictures and we were like, who's that? Who's that?
A lot of reality
Who's that?
stars, a lot of.
Who's that?
Weirdly enough, I thought the Met
Who's
Gala in
that?
September was more interesting.
Who's
than
that?
this. Okay, keep going.
All right, we got one more.
We got a couple more.
Couple more pictures.
This
There we go.
is so.
Get off of this.
This is your. I forget who this is now. Who is this?
I can't remember. It's Bad Bunny.
Bad Bunny.
So,
yeah.
So I looked at Bad Bunny's outfit and realized that I wore it as while I played Miss Trunchbull in Matilda. So who wore it best?
Bad Bunny or Michael
Look at those
Shepard.
shoulders. He's giving Miss
He's
Trunchbull
totally
shoulder
doing
pads.
Miss Trunchbull.
That's Trunchbull realness.
That's Trunchbull realness.
Trunchbull realness, baby. Come on, serving. Hey, Cotton Mikey, how you doing, baby?
So this,
Hello there.
This kind of is a weird one because this was my kind of, I just threw up a least favorite kind of, these kind of, meh, what's going on? So it's Cody Smith McPhee. I'm telling you who it is first. Jessica Chastain, Sarah Jessica Parker, and Hillary Clinton. But here are the...
Please comment on this. Please comment. What's happening?
So first, Cody Smith McPhee, just Oscar nominee for, whatever that movie, Hound Dog, The Baskervilles. But he looks like a murderer.
Honey,
Like,
he's serving Dexter realness.
He's doing
That is Dexter realness. He is coming. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Miss Usherwood. He's like he's coming for you. He has murdered his sister and is coming for you.
And then Jessica Chastain
She's telling my future.
Exactly. With really long sleeves. It's weird. If you look at video of her, she doesn't even know how to handle whatever these
She just told me that I will be up for an Academy Award in 2051.
Oh, that's nice.
Because that is what that turban is giving me. Now, I'm going to skip over
We're going to skip
SJP.
because I had a change of opinion.
And go to
Originally,
Hillary.
I put her on there because I thought the headdress was a bit much. And you can't see the back, but she has like crazy wig headdress in the back.
So
But Hillary Clinton.
Renee said is psycho serving Dexter.
Exactly. But the Hillary Clinton.
It's just blah, girl.
Well, she can't do a solid like
Yeah,
that with
it's
the
just-
flounce.
yeah.
I mean, I'm sorry. I'm
And
not.
she before she got on that, she should have really had someone, I don't know, with a steamer. Now I enjoy my Hillary Clinton. I do enjoy Hillary
But the
Clinton.
woman can't dress herself, and evidently no one else can. I can't
It's just
figure
like
that one
someone
out.
should have a steamer ready for that.
So then, I was kind of roasting Sarah Jessica, as we know, and then of course I do research, and I find out that she actually did her research. She was channeling Elizabeth Catley.
Now, for those of you who know, Elizabeth Catley was the seamstress for Mary Todd Lincoln.
She is African American, even though in this picture it's hard to determine which. In the you can imagine the White House, the Lincoln White House, having a black woman come in to be the seamstress and kind of confidant of
Absolutely,
Mary
her
Todd
confidant.
Lincoln was absolutely kind of incredible in the time period.
Yeah.
And you did that play way back in the day that I first learned about Elizabeth Catley.
Civil War Christmas.
Civil War Christmas.
I did a civil.
This is the first time I
Yeah.
learned about Elizabeth Catley, and then even in the movie Lincoln, Elizabeth Catley was portrayed as well.
Yeah.
But anyway, so then I realized Sarah Jessica Parker, she gets the memo of what the Met Gala is about, and 8 months out starts planning with her team what she's going to wear. And then I saw the same dress at like different angles. I went, oh, I actually don't dislike the dress. I actually think it's kind of gorgeous. So she was bringing to the historical forefront a black seamstress from the time of Lincoln. So in terms of an anthology of fashion in America, I now changed my tune. There we go.
Yeah. SJP for the win. You want to hate, but you can't. You can't. You can't hate. I do want to hate, but I can't hate.
Probably the most jaw-dropping thing was Blake Lively's dress. For those of you who have not seen it, I have video. So it was transformative. Here we go.
Oh, yeah, here it comes. Here it comes.
Tell us the inspiration behind this look. Oh my dress. Copper patina. So I arrived in copper and then it patina to a fair degree. This is the constellation from Grand Central Station. This is architecture from the Empire State Building, the Statue of Liberty.
Fair degree.
Fair degree. But I have to tell you something. The train, when she talked about the constellations on the ceiling of Grand Central Station, if you get a close-up of the dress, it is the exact constellations that are on Grand Central Station's ceiling. It was an amazing dress. Once again, and my favorite moment of that video is when the guys at the ferry there is, "Ooh, I'm going to take off your gloves so you have different colored gloves."
Her dress fairies. They just came and her gloves just flew right off. I want a bunch of twinks dressing me or undressing me.
Which leads us to, here we go. Maybe our most, I don't know. We're having an issue with this one. So Marilyn Monroe was stitched into this dress. If you look at the back part, she had to be stitched into it. It was so...
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. It was the dress she wore to sing happy birthday to
John
President Kennedy.
And there was no room for underwear in that dress. It was skin tight. All of the crystals are like 6,000 crystals that were hand sewn strategically over this sheer
James
silk.
Ben, they were strategically placed.
Strategically placed over her sensitive areas so she could sing happy birthday to the president. And our very own Calabasas-born Kim Kardashian. Maybe she wasn't Calabasas.
I don't know, but she lives in Calabasas now.
But she dyed her hair. That took 14 hours, and she did that. We just saw a video.
And didn't look cute.
You're
I
saying
don't think
that.
she looked that cute.
I'm not sure.
I don't think she should have worn the dress. She didn't look that cute. Her hair was a hot mess. Done. Why? Why?
So yeah, tell us, Kim Kardashian, yes? Maybe not.
Yes. I ain't here for it. I am not here for it. I'm not here for it. But we
So
have one more.
No, real quickly.
Oh, okay.
So Ripley's, believe it or not, bought the dress for $4.8 million, and they're now valuing it at around 10. And they're saying it is the most expensive dress in the world. So to have anyone put it on, to get makeup or cream or lotion or sweat stains on this dress is a shame. So what are your thoughts? I think that was your.
I already saw my thought.
You're like,
my thought was that. I want to get to the most important look of the night.
All right.
For as far as I'm concerned, this is the last one we're talking about. The most important look of the night.
So I'm going to show you a slide. It's Quanah Chasing Horse, Native American model. I'm going to show you the look from last year to the look of this year. There she is. She has face tattoos. She has model shoes. She's on the cover of like Mexican Vogue, I want to say, or something.
Just
like
gorgeous, serving just indigenous loveliness.
And we have a video. Evidently, she was there last year, well, in September, and probably felt like a fish out of water. I would imagine that being very true. Here is Quanah talking.
I hope you have a better time this year.
Yeah. It was a little lonely last year.
Are people welcoming you better this time? Well, you look.
It was more of, I felt alone because my people haven't been welcomed into these spaces before. And it's really important to get representation into these spaces. And, being one of the first indigenous women with facial tattoos, being welcomed the way it was beautiful, but it should have been a long time ago. And I came here this year more prepared, and same thing as last year, with the theme. This jewelry was handmade by a Native woman She goes by Antelope Woman Designs, and it has all earth elements that my people traditionally used back in the day. So porcupine quills, moose hide, beads, and dentalium shells, which are almost going extinct. So for me to be able to be here and wear these on the red carpet is an honor.
She said, y'all will see me as I am, and this is who I am. I am a strong Indigenous woman, and you will not dismiss me this year because you tried to last year, people. I'm going to say something. But let me tell you, that necklace is everything. We have a little short video we're going to play about this.
I'm going to just real quickly
have to see it.
Antelope Woman Designs. I'm saying that
Follow
again.
them on
Antelope
TikTok.
Woman Designs.
Because I'm telling you right now, follow these Indigenous creators on TikTok.
I think I have a banner, don't I? No, I don't. Sorry. Thought I did. I didn't do a banner. But anyway, this is check out the making of the necklace that she wore.
It's gorgeous.
So we just wanted to end on that message because we thought that was kind of the most important dress situation style message
creators, celebrate
of the evening.
Why do I have it? Because I'm adding more ice into my cocktail.
I made him do it. I said, no, you do it.
And it's melting. So I have my.
But
I don't know why I had to take my glasses off to put ice in it.
I don't know. But that's we are rounding out the Met Gala. We went
Met Gala.
Quanah Chasing Horse was our rounding out.
Yes. All right.
You want to talk about Dave Chappelle?
I just want to talk about the fact that for those who ain't heard, John,
Dave Chappelle.
Here's the tip. So somebody ran up. He was performing at the Hollywood Bowl here in Los Angeles, California.
Last night or 2 nights ago? 2 nights ago, maybe.
Three nights ago. Honey, wait, what's the day? Friday?
It doesn't matter.
So
Continue your story.
So anyway, Honey, while he was performing, somebody ran on stage and tackled him. But what the person who didn't know,
hold on, no. I have to do something before you go on. Ready? But attacked him with that.
Yes.
It was a weird. What the hell is that? It's a gun with a knife attachment. I've never, ever seen that. Anyway, he came on stage.
And attacked him and jumped and knocked him down. But he forgot Dave Chappelle ain't the one. So Dave Chappelle started whooping his ass. Her security team, including Jamie Foxx, came out, grabbed him. They all started whooping his ass.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, Dave Chappelle came back on, said something I didn't necessarily agree with, which I'm not going to repeat. Then said, I'm not done yet, and left the stage and went to continue whooping his ass, which is to let y'all know, stop running on stage and hitting motherfuckers. Because at the Academy Awards, there was no hit back. But look, let me be clear. People gonna hit your ass back. Because
the other thing is they showed his image afterwards. It was like his shoulder was ripped out of his socket.
Shoulder was disconnected.
That was
head was. I was just like, okay, fuck around and find out.
No, he has mental illness issues. So there's a very unclear
he said,
reason.
well, of course he has mental illness. He said he's a Trump supporter. Yes, I said it. I said it. And I have proof coming up. Go.
We're going. Well, the biggest news this week is not the Met Gala. It's not Dave Chappelle. It is Roe v. Wade.
And we're just going to hit on this for a minute.
Y'all. The future of Roe v. Wade and the document that was leaked that was written by Alito. And we have a lot of friends out there listening right now. I know this for an absolute fact that are so insanely pissed off. I was in a room with a lot of women fairly recently, and we were talking about this very issue. And, I became kind of the fly on the wall. I became the person that had no right to speak. I could only sit and listen. And it was women talking about, some of them had abortions, some of them had experiences or whether it was relatives that had abortions or whatever, but it was all their private moments or their relatives' private moments. It had nothing to do with the government or someone telling them what they could or could not do.
It's just, and again, look, y'all, vent your frustrations here. Just throw all this shit out there because it's crazy. And and there's so many, and the reason I can't talk about it because I have very strong opinions about this, very, very strong opinions. and my opinions do lie in the fact that if you don't have a uterus, you don't get to say shit. Period. That is where white cis het men, why the fuck? Half of y'all, more than half of y'all, sit up and talk about, you don't even know what an ectopic pregnancy is. You don't even know, it's just, I'm watching this, Kathy Walker and Frankie Jordan, I'm watching this going, y'all don't even understand the woman's body, and yet you're dictating how a woman.
I sometimes wonder if women, some of these political women, we're moving. No, it's right. No, look at this image. You'd like this one. Read.
Oh, make no mistake. Oh, yeah. Make no mistake. Joe Biden and Democrats in Congress are abortion extremists, pushing taxpayer-funded, on-demand, and unlimited abortion up until the moment of birth and after. This half of Ronna Daniel, who is the GOP spokesperson, said this. Up until birth
and after. How do you have abortion after the child's
It's called murder, bitch.
That's
called murder.
Can I show you my favorite response?
There has abortion at the moment of birth is called birth. I'm not sure what the hell the and after means. Care to elaborate?
He was ignored. No one answered him.
But the fact that these are talking points.
What? No. I'm going to set you up. No. You can't just talk and not get to the point. I got a point. You're humming.
I'm humming.
But humming takes up our time. You're the one that told me we have to move faster.
All right.
So, but we have 5 justices, 5 of them, who have said, you're right, Alito. Maybe this needs to be turned over. I find the whole thing, complicated. His logic seems complicated to me. It deals with the amendment. Now I forget which all the amendments are, but the one that deals with privacy. Because I guess Roe was built on I think it's the 9th Amendment that deals with privacy.
I think it's the 9th.
And then the 14th comes into it as well. But anyway, the right to privacy. And the problem is we then built out of Roe these other laws. It could be gay marriage. It could be the law to allow interracial marriage. It could be allowed to allow contraception. Any of these things, right to privacy. So the tear down of one leads to the tear down of others. And you had these justices, all of them we just saw, 3 of them we saw recently, meaning Kavanaugh, Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett. We saw them recently in court say, no, that's the rule of the land. We would never touch it. And even if they didn't quite say those words, their indication was it was a rule of the land and we are not going to go there. We have a clip. You know how you gave me this clip, Michael.
I gave him this clip because I'm.
Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm happy to answer a more specific question. But
her weight, the male body, B.
We're going to play this again. Hey, Janet. Hi, honey. We're going to play this again. And I want you to look at our now vice president's face when she asks this. Can you play that again, please?
Do I have to listen to his words? Can I cut it out?
Cut it out. I just want y'all to...
Can you think of any laws that give government the power to make decisions about the male body?
I'm happy.
God, his wheels were turning. His wheels were like this, though.
Wait.
His wheels were like this. I don't have an idea. I don't have another idea. He was not good on the stand, that man. Kavanaugh, not good on the stand.
Because white male mediocrity always rises to the top because there are other white male mediocrity folks rising them up.
So real quickly, I have to go through this. I have to. This will feed you. This will feed you to your next thing. This is per the Washington Post. I'm going to give you this information. Democrats have won the popular vote 7 out of the past 9 presidential contests, a stretch covering more than 3 decades, during which all the present Supreme Court justices were appointed. But Republicans won 4 of those 9 elections in the Electoral College, and they have appointed 6 of the 9 current justices. Here's the big part. 2 Republican presidents, Trump and George W. Bush, have appointed 5 justices between them, and they won elections in which they received fewer total popular votes than their opponents. Think of that again. 5 current justices are on the bench from presidents who did not have the popular vote. That's a problem to me.
And I'm going to pause this conversation for just a hot second because y'all know I'm pissed off. But I want to say our lovely Jennifer Lee Warren, who sings our theme song, is here.
Oh,
she's backstage at the Sound of Music, which we saw last night,
which was an
on
awesome
her anniversary
We did.
at the McCoy Rigby Entertainment Facility down in La Mirada, California. And it was wonderful. And my little girlfriend Reagan, who was in Matilda with me, was in for the first night. It was so adorable.
It was really a good
cute.
show.
And it's a beautiful show. And it was my very first time seeing The Sound of Music.
You were afraid of all the white children.
But it was a totally mixed cast.
It was a mixed cast.
It was like,
well, Maria was
Asian,
Asian,
there's black,
and
there's Filipino,
Make it
there's
interesting.
everybody was there
For
at the
goodness
party.
sake.
Maria was Filipino, y'all. And I was like, but yes, I just want to say hey to them because she's backstage with some of the other nuns. Oh, the nuns are watching.
Probably getting their flasks
The
out. Doing a
nuns
little
are
bit
watching,
of
have a little nip.
nip.
So I just want to say this real quick.
Yeah.
If we think that, and let's be clear. Let's be clear. Queer, whatever. Let's be queer. If you don't believe that Roe versus Wade is gone, I don't know what to tell you. Because there are 55% of white women voted for Donald Trump. So it's gone. It's done. Y'all can fight. Y'all can argue. You can be pissed. Absolutely be pissed. But it's gone. Here's the thing that's worrying me is because now they're tearing down. If you look at the Alito, you have to read the Alito, all the stuff in the Alito amicus brief. It's like now they're going to tear down interracial marriage. They're going to tear down gay marriage. Y'all can't take any kind of trans rights. Y'all can't take any kind of birth control.
Sodomy laws.
Sodomy laws. So if you like it up the boo-boo, if you like it up the boo-boo,
not
that's
not
no
in
more.
certain states. No.
Don't tell your Republican girlfriend that you still holding on to because you believe that it's important to believe that other people can have different opinions. Different opinions is what's got us in the shit. Let's be clear. Y'all want to hold on to these friendships because you don't want to lose friendships? Yeah. These friendships, I've lost family members because they are voting against my right to be a fucking human being. All right? Y'all better come on with it. Seriously, come on. Stop fucking around. David C. Nichols has entered the conversation. James Sullivan, Ben. All right, so I'm just saying. Y'all got to fight harder. Because we know where black folks votes. The majority of black folks' votes are going. It's y'all.
Well, the other thing
who
is
are not black.
The other thing I just want to add into what you're saying is that I think it's 69% approve that a woman has a right to choose. They might see there's certain limitations. In other words, they don't see any time during the pregnancy. They might say within the first, 2 trimesters or something. I'm not quite sure what the weeks are.
They don't care.
Well, no. I haven't. My thought is different. What your thought is. So you got to let my thought land because my they and your they were 2 different days. We don't want to confuse the people that are watching.
I'm just saying, fight harder. This is going out to my white women friends. Fight harder. Because 55% of y'all voted for Donald Trump, which is why we're in this mess. Fight harder.
Fight harder.
You gotta fight harder.
And I heard, do you mind if I don't think you wanted me to do this, but I'm doing it anyway because it's me. But one of the arguments that I hear, they now the Republicans are bringing up Plessy versus Ferguson. For those of you that need a little refresher, ding, 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 ding. Plessy versus Ferguson was an 1896 law that basically constitutionally allowed segregation. It allowed blacks to sit at the backs of the bus and blacks to sit on a different train car and to drink from that water fountain. It allowed for all of those things. They called
Jim Crow.
They called it the separate but equal doctrine. There was nothing equal about it, but they made it more palatable by calling it that. So we had Plessy versus Ferguson. What I am hearing now, I've now heard it in a couple different instances. Republicans are saying, but there is an example of the Supreme Court changing laws that had been in effect for like 50 years, Roe v. Wade, or 60 years, Plessy versus Ferguson. They reversed Plessy versus Ferguson when they did Brown versus Board of Education. Well, this is a huge problem for me because basically when they did Brown versus Board of Education, allowing a black girl to go to the white school, basically ending segregation, allowing the mixing of the races, that was allowing rights to you.
But okay, but
I gotta finish this up. No, you can do it in a second. What taking Roe away does, it denies rights.
It denies everything.
It denies rights. You can't go. So when you hear your Republican friends pull Plessy versus Ferguson out of their pocket, you go, no, that denies rights. Taking away Roe denies rights. Plus, when you added Board versus Ed, you offered rights to people of color.
Speak on it.
I had to say it.
But I want to say this because this is a very popular opinion among black folks, maybe not white folks. But let me be really clear about this. Brown versus the Board of Education and that ruling of of segregating schools. What that did was separate. No, integrated school. What it allowed was to destroy black communities. I want to be very clear on this. Black communities were destroyed.
Right.
Hey, Bernard K. Addison. Black communities were destroyed because we thought, oh, we want what they want, as opposed to bringing that money back into our communities. Because guess what? We were fine. And when white folks didn't come in to like destroy communities, hello, Oklahoma.
Tulsa.
Hello, New York. We were fine until y'all came in and destroyed our shit. But when that happened, keep going. I just want to put that little nugget out there.
Well, you put the nugget out, but then now what's the result? What's the round out of that? Is it better to not
do your own research into what that means? Do your own research. No, I'm throwing a nugget out because guess what? I'm not here for the emotional lifting. I'm just letting you know. Do the research because black folks were doing all right until this happened.
No,
and a lot of people some people disagree with me, some people agree.
But I think part of what the thought process was that promotes society. I'm not saying that it was done well. We never do anything well originally. We think we're doing well. We think offering the nugget is good, and then we go, oh, we didn't do enough. I know. Anyway, yeah. I'm letting Whoopi end out this segment for us.
Come on now, Whoopi.
Yes. Okay. We were not part of the Constitution. Okay. Yes. It was a force. I don't want somebody threatening the fact that I wasn't part of the Constitution. Yeah. And they said, well, we're going to make you less of an American. I want us all to have the same rights. The right to decide what is right for yourself, with your family. You don't have to have an abortion. I don't have to have an abortion. No one does. Yeah. But if someone needs one, why shouldn't they be able to get it? And otherwise, men, this is going to come after you in some weird way, too. It's not just us, it's all of us.
Somehow they're going to regulate sperm in your dick. And when that happens, I'm going to sit there and giggle at y'all asses. All right, I'm tired of talking about this.
It goes back to Kamala saying, when have they ever regulated
a man's
body?
But speaking of bodies, can I just show my shirt? I've worn this before, and I don't like to repeat shirts, but it's my Golden Girl shirt.
It's all about poor Betty and the
ball gag.
It's what if she enjoys the ball gag, that'd be one thing.
It says, thank you for BDSM. And if y'all don't know what BDSM is, Google's free.
I honestly don't think I looked that close at everything.
You didn't, did you? Oh, honey. But
so one of the things, and we have to do this. It's going to make you mad again, but we have to do this.
Lord, why are you trying to make me mad?
So here we have. This is.
I saw The Sound of Music, where it was all Jesus and music. God in music. No, Jesus wasn't involved. God in music in the
Well,
South.
yes, but what did they have to do in the end? They had to climb the mountain and get out of there on their own. They couldn't just rely on Jesus to save them. They had to use their own initiative. What are we gonna do? We gotta climb the Alps. We gotta go into Switzerland.
I knew the song. Climb every mountain.
You didn't know. You didn't. Who sang it like that?
Jennifer Lewis. Jennifer Lewis sang it. Jennifer Hudson, Jennifer Lewis.
No, that's
any other black Jennifer sang it like that.
J-Lo could sing it like that. She's not black.
She did record for Motown for a minute.
Half second. So we have to talk about some of. So here's the deal. One of the things that is being said, I'm sorry, we're not quite done with this topic. One of the things that is being said is vote. Vote. We have to get the extremists out. We have to get these people that are, Trumpians or MAGA people or whatever out of office. And that way we can start, fixing things. We can't get complacent. We can't sit back. It will cost us. We saw that one video that was so awesome. This one guy, it was too long to play, but he's like, it'll cost us. It means we might have to put money into it. It might mean we have to write letters. It might mean we have to make cold calls. We talk to our neighbors. We go to door. Whatever we have to do to change, the finish the sentence for me.
To change finish the sentence for me.
I have it. Like my thought is there.
No, what happened? Sean Heron came in, and he's the one that got away from me. Hi, Sean. What's up, boo?
You don't say that next to me after we just had an anniversary.
Had an anniversary. We good.
I want to draw a mustache on your eyeglasses.
Get away from me. Who else is here? Who does?
No. I gotta talk. So we got to bring this up. So J.D. Vance, the man who wrote Hillbilly Elegy, right? I'm worried about this whole the reason why I'm bringing this up. So he has a bit of a name, but he won the Ohio GOP Senate nomination on Tuesday. And he said late last year that pregnancy from a rape or something like that is inconvenient, but two wrongs don't make a right, so you shouldn't get it aborted.
You almost said two wrongs don't rape a right.
Don't rape a right. Don't make a right.
No.
So well, no, but I worry about him. I worry about Oz, Dr. Oz. I worry about these weird celebrity people that our previous president is endorsing. And there's this bizarre thing happening, and we have to be aware of it. We have to fight it. We have to write the letters. We have to do all of that stuff.
That's why it was leaked by Alito now. My summer's in, the fury will dissipate because Americans forget. You know what? I cannot. But it's true. Greg, it's true.
So there's another...
because guess what? If we're not talking about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard, which we ain't gonna talk about because it's a hot boo-boo mess. And
I have another one. What? So this is what you don't know, but this is one thing I wanted to talk about.
Oh, I don't know.
There is a gentleman. His name is Andrew Wilhoit. Do you know him?
Andrew Wilhoit.
It sounds kind of exciting.
Let's enter the conversation.
He was charged in March for killing his wife, Nikki. Did you hear about this?
Yes.
I mean, this is, I find this incredible. I find this absolutely, I actually have an image, which I'm trying to look for it. Oh, my fingers are slipping on the pad. Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Here's Andrew and Nikki Wilhoit. She had cancer. She was going through her last round of chemo. When she got out, she found out he was having an affair or something. They had some sort of confrontation. And during the confrontation, he picked up like this concrete flower pot and bashed her over the head. Then he goes, I got to do something. And he basically dumps her in a river, lifts her up over a ledge in the river. And they come by.
Apologies right now, because this is, we should have given a trigger warning about this information. We apologize, but this is what happened.
So, someone else realized, oh, she didn't show up at work. And they're, hey, have you seen your wife? Didn't see my wife. Well, of course he saw his wife. He killed his wife. So they're now arresting him for murder. And this is the kicker of the whole thing. He is on the ballot. Let's see. He won the primary on Tuesday for one of 3 open seats in Clinton and the Clinton Township Board of, I think it's Education. But he's on a ballot in this country presently. There is another election to see if he kind of gets through later on. And if he is...
He killed his wife.
He killed his wife. If he's convicted, he's convicted. We'll take him off the ballot. But because of the law... Actually, this is Indiana. It's Lebanon, Indiana. I got to give the right state.
James Ben is in Indiana.
Because of the law, he has to be convicted to be taken off the ballot. So because he hasn't been convicted and because he himself have not chosen to take himself off the ballot, he's still on a ballot after killing his wife and whether he chose to or not, lying about it to the police. So we got to get these people out and different people in. There we go. I had to get that out of my system.
Yes, we do. We have to. And I don't see it happening because I have no faith in this country whatsoever. And I hate being here.
Well, because, I mean, you know why? Because here...
I am a black man who hates being here.
Well, you like being with me, don't you? Oh, that was too stupid. I'm not going to get any answer that I want.
Door the floor blinking. Did you just slurp right in my ear, bitch?
I slurped in the microphone.
And that's why we still together. Black folks will get that reference. I don't know if a lot of white folks will.
Mike Huckabee has something to say.
Hi, this is Mike Huckabee. Isn't it amazing how so much that President Trump said still rings true? But schools and the media don't want our kids to hear anything positive. And that's why my team created the Kids Guide to President Trump. It'll teach your kids all about President Trump's accomplishments and his vision for America. And I want you to have it for free.
Before we say anything else, before we say one more word, I'd like to define the word free. Plus, as part of the special offer, your kids can look forward to a new kids guide covering an important topic for kids every 3 to 4 weeks, including an accompanying streaming video lesson and digital workbook, all for just $21.90. Free. So that, I had to get that part out of the way. The lunacy, the idiocy, the ludicrousness
David Landau
that we are promoting.
I would say this. David Landau is in the conversation right now.
Yeah.
And David Landau can literally hear us in his backyard. He's sitting by his pool right now. We can wave at him.
We're waving at you, David Landau.
Oh my God, I did that. We have to talk about us going to the gym because we have been going to the gym.
Don't we look good?
Lovely.
Don't you? We're glowing.
And by gym.
Stop. So wait, your thought of David Huckabee, Mike Huckabee.
Mike Huckabee.
It should. Okay.
All right. When people talk about your wife, and that wasn't him, that was like Ted Cruz, but Donald Trump said some shit about Mike Huckabee. He called Mike Huckabee out. He said some shit about Mike Huckabee. And I keep trying to figure out, does Donald Trump have a really big dick that he's slinging around hitting people in the face? Well, no, because we saw the drawings.
No, we saw the drawings.
What does he have on people that people believe that he's Jesus Christ and God and everything else?
May I show you a little snippet of this book? I thought this would be helpful.
I like a snippet.
So as you can see, evidently, Trump is being sworn into office, the Holy Bible, by George Washington and Abe Lincoln. I have to read what's in the bubble. Let's read this out loud together. Includes Learn Our History's Great Again video lesson and digital workbook. I don't know what that means.
Includes Learn Our
History's Great Again video lesson.
Bernard K. Anderson.
I think everyone...
As an educator, what can you teach us
what is wrong about the little bubble? Includes Learn Our History's great. I can't. I honestly.
Okay, so y'all are burning books. Y'all are burning and banning books.
Yes,
decent books. Books. The Bluest Eye. The Bluest Eye, my favorite book I've ever read in my entire
even to
freaking
kill a mockingbird,
life.
For God's sake. I mean,
in my freaking life, y'all are burning that book.
Burning them. Lighting matches.
But y'all can't form a goddamn sentence.
I have another image.
Y'all can't form a goddamn sentence.
So this comes. So you have to. The other thing that we have to realize is that Mike Huckabee has this media enterprise called Eventbrite Media that makes the Kids Guide to ... So he has
Eventbrite, like the company that gives us tickets.
I said it wrong. Everbright. I gotta say it correctly. Everbright. So if you go to
Blood and Roses is good, bro.
But if you go to like Everbright, it's like the Kids Guides to Immigration, with all white people. The Kids Guides to whatever, socialism. Wait, we can't do it. So I have to show you this. The Kids Guide to Our Nation Under God, and they're all praying. And it's the other line. America's foundation is based on God. And that's a very white little girl with white pigtails that we're looking at there.
So Pippi Longstocking is offering us advice right there.
If you look at the cover of all the Kids Guides books, every image except for perhaps Pocahontas was of a white individual. There wasn't one person of color except Pocahontas that was white. So
One Nation Under a Groove. That's the only thing we should have under One Nation, a groove. Period. All right. We got to wrap this up.
No. We got Matt.
Wrap this shit up. Because I'm so sick of y'all.
Do you want to talk?
Yes, I would like to talk.
Well, you have to come over here.
But we want you to talk as an adult. All right. Come on. Sebastian is into the conversation.
I would like to do a little gospel preaching for my people tonight.
I don't know if that's appropriate. Continue.
Well, I express my feelings as a white person.
What the fuck is happening?
I don't think this is helping
for those
at
of
all.
you who are still with us, what the fuck is happening?
There's more therapy in our family's future.
Okay, you're about to express your feelings as a white person. Okay, go.
I love you.
Oh, I love you. Now go the fuck to your room.
He wants to kiss you.
Go. We're almost done.
No, but I bounced. I was preaching during Mr. Goss's around before the bell rang, and I was like, "Yes, Lord."
See.
Let the Lord.
But Sebastian believes in God. He can preach.
This is what happens when you bring white people around too many black people.
It's a bit black gospel, but yeah.
This is what happens.
Computer and it's about like.
No, go, because your hair is dirty.
No,
bye.
You dirty.
So Madison Cawthorn, I gotta say my sentence.
Go.
Madison Cawthorn had a sex tape.
Oh my God! 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 Oh my! He's in his face. Oh my face! Oh my God!
The first thing you need to know is I searched awfully hard online to find that without the little bubble that blurred everything. I was trying.
And it's out there.
I tried.
And if anyone has that link,
I want to see Madison Cawthorn dry hump.
You said Hawthorne. It don't matter. Send the link.
Send the link. I want to see his butt.
Because I'm like this, y'all. I'm like this. Boy, live your life. But don't be hypocritical.
Exactly.
Don't be hypocritical.
Don't be anti-gay or don't
that's
be
my cousin. I would like to say this. I understand, like, putting your dick in your cousin's face because, yeah, I've done it.
Really?
Yes, I have. And neither of them have, Facebook, so it don't matter. They know who they are. All right. But okay.
Let Dad finish the sentence.
But I'm just saying. Live your life, boo. Stop being hypocritical. That's all I'm gonna say. All right.
So yeah, that's all I got for you.
I know.
It was a video. It was a video.
But don't be hypocritical. We got one more thing.
We are to TikTok of the week. Sebastian's never seen my video that I made for TikTok of the week. Do you want to set this up at all?
So
it's 47 seconds.
This is because we have children.
I had to cut it because it was a bit long.
And this is what happened at a school board meeting this week
in Clark County. It's in Nevada, just so we all know.
Clark County, Nevada, just outside of Las Vegas. Just outside of Las Vegas.
There we go.
Disney is we're finding out it's super creepy and weird. California allows you to have sex with kids as long as there's a 10-year or less age difference. That's where we're taking our kids with our sexually confused teachers who don't have children of their own. Teach your girls not to let every guy come in them so they don't have to have abortions.
Miss Kingsley,
Take
this
control
is
of your children.
Can you
ejaculate?
Absolutely no.
Don't let everyone ejaculate.
Miss Kingsley, please leave the dais.
No. You don't get it. You don't get to control. Hey, you have a box of pubic hair. You have a box. You have a book of pubic hair you collected, Lola Brooks. I know about your book. I know about your book of pubic hair.
I know about your book of pubic hairs. Miss Kingsley's having issues, evidently.
She said,
I have to say this.
Go.
My favorite tweet off of this was this. Here we go. That poor lady having to do the sign language. There was like the lady in the corner, sign language, box of pubic hair. And she's like, what the?
And that's how you learn.
I know about your box of pubic hair.
Then she said book of pubic. She changed the word, which makes me think there was some day drinking involved.
She said book of pubic hair, box of pubic hair.
There were cocktails, there were martinis.
Teach your daughters not to let everyone come in them. I'm sorry, ejaculate. What the? Who the? Huh?
It was a really strange thing.
These are people who are voting. So please vote. Please.
Oh, wait.
Do you want to talk?
No, I want them to hear.
You have to come here and talk.
We can't play that.
Why?
We love y'all. We'll
Love
see
you
you next week, okay?
Next week.
Stay safe. Let us know.
No, you have to get it between us. They can't see you.
Come on.
Say goodnight.
Don't do drugs and whatever you do.
Don't pick your nose.
Whatever you pick your nose.
No, I'm touching my nose. And whatever you do.
Finish the show. You're finishing a show. Do it good.
Have we all
I'll
been
let
drinking?
the
Good night.
We don't know. Good